Mel, can I get you to prove this?
Mel, which one?
This one?
Come on, people. What have you done for me lately, huh?
Good night, Mel. Read him and weep.
Where's Boise? I don't see Boise. Where's Pakistan? Come on.
Mel, baby, you're gonna just love today.
I better, Alan. I don't see much teamwork. Caroline, my coffee is
We
cold.
tell ourselves we are after the truth. We tell ourselves we deal in facts. And yet, for those of us who've been in my business long enough, we are haunted by the realization that the facts alone don't always lead to the truth.
From the White House after the speech, okay? No spin. Do not tolerate any spin whatsoever. Where's Boise?
Like most of the really important stories we covered, this one, the biggest armed confrontation in America since the Civil War, started with seemingly unrelated incidents that at first went almost unnoticed and then spun out of control.
Most of you know Governor Farley's on his way back from Washington. He'll be addressing you at some point later today or tomorrow. However, he has authorized me to make the statement on his behalf. Effective immediately, the state of Idaho is closing its borders, if necessary by the use of force. I have ordered our state troopers to set up checkpoints on the borders, and no one will be allowed in without authorization from the Idaho authorities. There will be no questions at this time.
He's closing the borders, people. Thank God for arrogance, lust, and greed, or we'd all be doing infomercials. Let's go, people. I smell a 20 share. Where the hell is Pakistan? Where's the White House? Do we still have a White House, or is Tokyo foreclosed on it?
Coming up.
We'll return to Boise momentarily. Meanwhile, developments in Pakistan are continuing as more orphans are being assembled for the flight to America. It is now 38 days since the event that started it all. The nuclear explosion from the Indian missiles that devastated over 10,000 square miles of the area around the Pakistani capital of Islamabad. At the Peshawar airport in northern Pakistan, the first of several plane loads of children orphaned by the atomic blast is preparing to leave. Destination, Twin Falls, Idaho. The rescue mission is under the supervision of Amelia Sims, head of the controversial Give to the Children Corporation. However, as we've just reported, Governor Farley has closed the border of that state. As politicians maneuver behind the scenes to avoid a crisis, a confrontation seems increasingly inevitable.
What's the matter?
The governor's press secretary has said that no one will be allowed in without permission from the Idaho authorities.
Jesus Christ.
And this would seem
The country's becoming unglued and the bird goes down.
How many
Son off
seats
the
do we have?
satellite. We got Bombay off the
I
same
don't care
bird.
what it is.
The
Okay? I want the
administration
orphans.
decides to take
I
action
want the
to allow
orphans.
Can't do it. We're losing them.
Don't tell me this, people. Not today.
Seem to be having problems with our picture.
Go to the White House. Go,
You
go,
fix
go, go, go,
it.
go.
You fix it.
We apologize for the technical difficulties. Stephen Kingsley is standing by at the White House with a live report.
Helena, Matthew, we've just seen an indication of the way the White House is handling these events. When Jack Buchan, high-powered lobbyist and unofficial public relations advisor to the president, arrived here. As president of Cathers and Hilton, the huge Washington PR firm, Buchan is not a member of the cabinet. But in times of extreme crisis, he is often seen around the White House.
So what do the polls say?
52% are in favor of strong action.
There is no other kind. Idaho will be stopped.
I want those orphans in there.
Yes, sir.
What did the polls show in Florida? Florida was the swing vote in the last election.
In Florida, only 38% are in favor of strong action, and most of them are over the age of 75. Statistically, most of them will be dead before the next election.
Dead supporters are the worst. I mean, they take up a ton of your time, and then where the hell are they when you need them?
Shit. So, what do we do?
Sometimes the best action is no action.
Well, nobody believes in action more than I do, Mike.
Mr. President, I think the answer is to move the whole damn thing up to a new paradigm. Like, I'm talking about moving it on to the image level. Now, that's my business. I know image. And the great thing about image is that you look like you're doing something strong, but you don't necessarily do it. That way they nail you and poof, there's nothing to hit.
And?
I got him. I got him, Mel. I got him back. The first plane load of orphans is in the air. It's when we put Tony Phillips on. But they may have to make an emergency landing
What do
somewhere.
you mean emergency land? Get Phillips on the horn, please.
What is our 20 at JFK, please?
going on up there?
Look, Mel, for Christ's sake, I've got no control over it. We've got a brain full of orphans. The toilets have stopped working, okay?
So what?
Look, we just have to land in Newfoundland just for a few hours to fix it.
Tony?
Let me ask you something. Do you want to land at JFK in the middle of the afternoon when nobody is watching and maybe get a 1.2 share? Or do you want to land at JFK prime time in the morning and perhaps garner a 28 share?